Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I would like to extend my condolences first to the office of Discover Islam in Baguio with regards of the death of the big Sheikh, Abdullah Bedigim, a brilliant personality, smart, jokeful, open-minded, and humble, as I knew him, and many people did. He wasn't blunt or aggressive, so we may say he has enemies. He is not to fear his enemies, if he has. He was not seeking or demanding to have guards or car. 20 years of his da'wah, despite his good connections with the people of the Gulf, with the support of the people of the Gulf, it ended with him walking and having no car even. Despite the fact that he used to be the key of da'wah and the pillar of da'wah in the Philippines. He used to be extremely confident in Islam, trusting that this is the religion of Allah, trusting that the Philippines must return a Muslim country as it used to be. He was very active in his da'wah, very significantly, especially in Baguio. People loved him, even those who do not belong with him to the same faith. Especially, I'm talking about the militant people, the police, all people loved him. Indeed, I would like to say that the Muslims had lost a very strong, significant personality. I used to feel extremely happy when I meet this person. And that was in 1998. Between 1995 until 1998. So what did the Muslims lose in his death? They lost a big, strong person in da'wah, and very active and strong. But what about him? What did he lose? Well, as we know that a significant person like this, and I hope that by his death he had gained a lot. I hope. And I hope that he had achieved the greatest achievement of martyrdom, which he wished before. For attaining such martyrdom is the greatest success. If the killer knew what kind of achievement is this, he would have not been killing him. But anyway, this is the way of da'wah. As they say, this way is not carpeted with red carpet. It's a difficult way, and we know that. And people take the risk despite its difficulty, but they enjoy it. Why? The more light you have in your heart, the more active person you will be, caring not about what awaits for you, what will be your fate for the sake of this. Whenever there's a crime like this, you should not forget the Iranian embassy. Iranian embassy, which targets the significant, symbolic Muslim personalities, Sunni personalities. I'm talking about many cases. I'm talking about experience of many cases that people like Abdullah Bedigim in Malaysia, in many other countries, they have been assassinated. Those people, Iran, are known with targeting the Muslim personalities. Why? Persons like Bedigim are very awakening people. They would never be tolerating this kind of fake faiths, like what the Shia have, asking the dead apart from the living one, believing in temporary marriage, cursing the wives and the companions of the Prophet, claiming that the Quran had been changed, etc., etc., etc. Those people, in fact, would be returning those previously Christians to return in a belief similar to Christianity. Almost the same. Christians say, "Oh Mary." Shia say, "Oh Fatima." "Oh Ali," "Oh Hussein." Same. Very similar. So their embassies had become the center of planning, plotting, and assassinating. This person, Abdullah Bedigim, used to be knowing the fact of the Shia, and that is not an Islamic faith. So I think he was a stumbling block against the Shia da'wah. The Shia are trying to propagate their belief. First step is to show the family of the Prophet that they were really weakened, humiliated by other companions, and nowadays by the Sunni people, to the extent that they play on this issue, to the extent that those newly Muslims, converted Muslims, they'll be asking this question: why the family of the Prophet were humiliated? So they start, this is the beginning of their da'wah. The family of the Prophet were humiliated, were assassinated, were killed. Did you ever investigate the Shia belief in the supernature of the family of the Prophet? They can fly. They have what they call it al-wilayat takwiniyya, the superpower over all the universe. Just like what Khomeini said in his book, The Islamic State, page 52, that they have the super control over all the universe, not only the universe, but even the small atom, the small piece in the world, they have control over it. So why do they have to cry, pretend to be crying for the death and for the persecution of the family of the Prophet at the same time they claim that they have the greatest power? It's just like Christianity, who believe that Jesus is God, but he was humiliated and he was hiding himself from his enemy. It's almost the same. So Bedigim used to be knowing the fact of the Shia. With the presence of such person, the Shia could not play their role. They could not make this plot. So I made that video in order to encourage the Muslim community there to keep those people out of their schedule of da'wah. Yes, they pay money. They pay a lot of money. But who will be accepting them? Except one who is really sick-minded person. If you want to believe in the Shiism, you have to accept to see your daughter fornicating in the banner of marriage, temporary marriage. Who will be accepting this? Cursing the Prophet's wife. If you love the Prophet, you should love his wives as well. If you love the Prophet, you should be loving his companions as well, who were in charge of spreading Islam into the whole world. So these are the basis of their da'wah. And the worst person in the Shia belief is Abu Bakr, the first caliph, leader after the death of the Prophet, who was really the strongest in spreading Islam and maintaining the heritage that the Prophet left, and he was a very successful leader. And the next one is Umar. Abu Bakr, the first caliph, is the father of Aisha, the wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Umar was also the father of Hafsa, the other wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he was the successor after Abu Bakr. If those people are the worst of the companions of the Prophet, what did he leave among the companions of the Prophet? If those first two, who used to be always accompanied with the Prophet, always, wherever he goes with Abu Bakr and Umar. If he comes with Abu Bakr and Umar. Therefore, our appeal to the Filipino government is to double its effort to catch that person who killed Brother Abdullah Bedigim. Finally, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to let the death of such person be as a matter of martyrdom for the sake of Allah, and I ask Allah to raise his grade and his level in paradise into Aliyin, the upper, the most upper. And I want to say that this incident may weaken the people of Dawah propagating Islam in Baguio, in the Philippines. It may discourage them from being active, from working for the sake of Allah. You should not be weakened. In fact, if Abdullah Bedigim was killed because of that da'wah, it shows that this da'wah is becoming very successful. It's improving. So the enemies of this religion will not be happy for this. So keep on improving your da'wah. And don't be weakened from propagating the da'wah of Tawheed, monotheism, and showing the reality of paganism. The da'wah of monotheism today, it has a lot of ways, available ways. So we should not be losing this golden chance, which we may not be able to have in the future. So walk on the blessings of Allah and be patient until Allah will be bringing His decree. Be patient, give the da'wah. Nowadays you have wishes, you wish to do, but you may become lazy, and suddenly you may die, just like what happened to Brother Abdullah Bedigim, and you may regret for not applying the wishes that you had for da'wah. Again I say, may Allah grant Abdullah Bedigim shahada, martyrdom, and we say to the Muslims in the Philippines and the Muslims all over the world, to Allah we belong, and to Him is our return. May Allah give us, if this is a martyrdom that He achieved, we ask Allah to grant us such honorable fate, such honorable end, and that is to die for the sake of Allah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.